pose now. Rooting down into the right foot. The left hand can come to the inside of the left foot. Knees touch. Inhale, reach long with the right hand and then kicking back with your left foot. You're gradually opening up that shoulder. Steady breath. Nice firm standing leg. Relaxed jaw. Focusing on a spot that's not moving. Feeling the big toe mound, pressing down. Kicking back, using the power of your legs. Steady breath. Once again, if you fall out, you're finding your edge. Just breathe. Fall out and then just come right back in. Just laugh. Okay, release. Knees come to touch. Shaking that out. Moving to the other leg. Rooting into the left foot. Like you're dumping water back behind you. The right elbow comes to your side. Grabbing the inside of the right foot. Knees touch. Belly to spine. Reaching long with the left arm. Kicking back. Using the power of your legs. This side will be different than the other side. Just notice. Gradually deepen. When you're ready, inhale coming up, releasing that, shaking that out, coming back to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, planting your hands, stepping into plank and lower down, or hopping into your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. All right. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward between your thumbs, bend your knees, step, walk, or hop, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Now it's your choice. If you want to come down into a yogic squat, bring your feet wide. Nice little rest here. Elbows inside of your knees, lifting up and out of your low back. You want to come into a crow pose. It's a nice arm balance play. Plant your fingers, knees to the backs of your arms. Look forward, lean forward. Key is looking forward. The weight comes into the backs of your arms. And then maybe lift one foot, maybe both. Just play and breathe. Steady breath. In and out. And then when you're ready, vinyasa through, shooting back or stepping back. Chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, rolling forward into a plank pose, and then coming all the way down to your belly. Just take a rest here. One cheek to the mat, arms by your side. Exhale slightly longer than you inhale. Having a bit of a rest. Now we'll strengthen the back part of our core. Saying hello to a little dragonfly that landed right in front of me. Standing back through the big toes. Belly to spine. Chin of your forehead comes back to the mat for Shalambhasana. Inhale, lift your head and your shoulders, and then adding your feet. Trying to get your hands higher than your hips. Steady breath. In through your nose and out through your nose. Lifting a little higher. And release. Careful with your chin. Opposite cheek to the mat. Deep breath in. Open your mouth. Exhale, let it go. One more time, deep breath in. And open your mouth. Let it go. Now for Dhanurasana, bend your knees. You can use a strap if you need to, reaching back for the tops of your feet or your ankles. Chin of your forehead comes back to the mat. Just like our dancer's pose, as you inhale, you're going to kick back using the power of your legs to lift and open your collarbones, broadening your shoulder blades. Broadening your shoulders. Shoulder blades are actually coming towards each other. Kicking back, lifting up. The key is to lift, but you must breathe. All right, and release. Careful with your chin. Pressing your hips back towards your heels into a child's pose. Balasana. Stretching out that low back. Couple of deep breaths here. All right. Inhale, slowly coming up. Working our way into a camel pose. So, come to the top of your mat. You can fold the mat in half if you have knee issues, like this. You want your knees to be about hips width distance. You can measure that with two fists between your knees. You want your hips to stay directly over your knees, shoulders over your hips to start off with. You want the stretch to be in the back part of your, right behind your heart, not your low back. So lifting the back of your heart up to the sky. Hands come to the small of the back to protect your back. Belly to spine. Inhale, lifting up. And then walking your eyes towards the back. Elbows work their way towards each other. You're broadening your collarbone, lifting up and out of your low back. Trying not to let your hips move back behind you. It's as though you're going back against a beach ball. Relaxing the muscles around your spine. Steady breath. You can reach down for your feet if you can see the back wall, keeping the hips over the knee. There are so many dragonflies. Okay, inhale, slowly coming up. Sink your hips down towards your heels. You may feel a little dizzy, a little lightheaded. Take a breath here, hands onto your lap. Noticing how you feel on the inside. Okay, from this, bring your hands forward. And then the right foot comes forward. You can keep that left knee down if you'd like to. The knee on the right foot should be directly over the ankle, toes facing straight forward. Moving into a lizard pose. Hands to the inside of that foot. You can stay on the hands. You can come onto a block if you'd like to, or you can bring the elbows down. Any variation of lizard pose, we're just deepening down into that hip. If you want to lift that back knee, if you want to bind or balance, you're certainly welcome to do that. For me right now, I'm just going to sink down into this hip. Releasing tension with every exhale. Relaxing the jaw, steady breath. Okay, and if you'd like to add to a quadricep stretch, you can bend the back knee, reaching back with your right hand, sinking down and opening up. You can either pull that foot in or kick the foot back into your hands. Might want to be better for this one to actually pull the heel into the hip to stretch the quadricep. We've done a lot of shoulder openings this practice. And again, you can always lift up on your hand. You can bring some extra padding for your knee as well. All right, releasing that, switching sides. The right knee comes down, the left foot, lizard pose. Knee directly over the ankle, toes facing straight forward. If you want to work the knee to the outside, you can always work the outer edge of the foot here, but just make sure that the toes are facing in the same line as the knees. Staying on your hands or sinking down. And breathe. Hope you're still with me. Again, I've already practiced for 2 hours today. I'm supposed to do my pranayama. And I'll do a video on that soon too. version, any variation. And then lifting up, if you want to bend the back knee, reaching back with the left hand, pulling that heel into your hip, opening up. Releasing that, stepping back. Any movement that feels good for you here. As we move our way into a pigeon pose, so bringing the right knee behind the right wrist. The shin eventually might come parallel to the front of the mat, but you don't want any pain in your knee. So if you have any pain in your knee, please do this on your back, where you cross the right ankle over the left knee and then pull the left knee in. Otherwise, keep the back leg straight back behind your hip. Inhale, lengthen, and then hinging forward. Any version or variation, we're just getting deeper into the hip here. Steady breath, releasing tension with every exhale. Should find